Okay. So let's have a look. Theoretically, just make sure I'm not talking rubbish, but I think that should have worked. We're only 10. I mean, we're not late for us.
We're live. We're live. We're 100% live.
100% live. And that was from our technical director, Rolly Ray. So that is legit. If I say it, you can pretty much guarantee it'll be bullshit.
But it's hard not to start an episode with "Are we live? Are we live?"
It's been tradition.
It's traditional, yeah. Just
For
182 times.
Shows.
85. 185.
185 shows.
What do you guys think? The UFC is starting to love us a bit, I think.
Hey, amazing.
Chael Sonnen loves arm wrestling.
But that's because
the best thing is no one asked him to do it, right? No one asked him to do a shout out or something.
No, I still couldn't reach him today. I just left a comment there, and I said we would love to have you as a special guest, but he knows some Turkish. Some of them are a little bit.
He's not coming this time.
I know.
Yeah, but he wants to. He's busy, but he wants to come to East versus West championships and he wants to absorb it.
Maybe
how about he said that he arm wrestled before. How about an arm wrestling match? How about a celebrity match for him?
Yeah, who would you put him up against?
Michael Bisping.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Wow, that would be actually.
Hey, I can get all the Mike, have a word with him. Michael Pull.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy just taking there?
Michael Bisping.
Michael and Chael fought.
That's perfect.
Who's Michael? I really don't know who he is.
It's a friend of mine.
Okay, but who is he?
Fighter.
He's a middleweight world champion.
Heavyweight world champion?
Yes.
In which sport?
UFC.
Oh, UFC. Okay.
He's the UFC middleweight champion of the world.
That's a guy who really likes arm wrestling right there. Engin Terzi. Right there.
Todd and All Legs has just come in with a super chat there. It shot up the screen, but I've got it. Engin's greatest promoter with the greatest pronation. Dude's got pronator, also got a wrist, also old as fuck. Believe me, when Engin was younger, didn't look like that.
Devon, do you agree with Neil when he said that? What was I now? Mellow, you said?
Oh, you're mellow now. Compared with when you used to cook off. And
look at Devon.
Yes.
You're still not there, Engin.
Yeah, he's not there.
You still not. Engin, you may be a lost cause.
I am what?
You may be unfixable.
I'm not.
There's anything wrong with you. I don't think there's anything wrong with you.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you're ever gonna.
Me neither. The only way for me to be fixed is me to go to a mountain in a cave and live there. Maybe if there is no one around me, then I may be a little bit okay.
Like
if a tree falls in a forest, does anyone hear it?
Other trees.
There you go.
We'll never know, Engin. We'll never know. We'll only remember you the way you are until you come back, and then you'll be pissed off again. And you can say how.
No, I will stay there forever. I will be okay as long as I am there. Okay, let's focus on you and Levan. So what did you do to Levan? What was the video?
Is he scared? Is he scared to come on the fix? He must be scared.
No. He said that he beat you 6-0. He's a superstar. It's normal that he doesn't come to the show at the same time with you. Superstars always come late.
Well, let's be sure to give him a big hand of applause when he finally shows up. Maybe he's just having a hard time walking up the stairs. Or maybe
so massive.
Maybe a hard time getting out of bed. Or maybe just, I don't know. I'm just trying to understand why he could be late.
Are you saying that he doesn't have good cardio?
I'm just saying it's probably quite a process for him to finish anything he starts. So if he's laying around It's probably for him to get up. It's probably a big effort.
How's the training been going, Dev? It's still exceeding all expectations, mate.
I feel like I've been so accurate in this training. I've done everything right. I don't want to say I'm exceeding. I've exceeded. I have exceeded. And now comes the part where I'm being responsible. I'm doing my taper. I'm resting. Great. I'm sleeping a ton, doing everything I'm supposed to do. My weight, I'm light. I'll tell you, I thought I was going to be heavier. This morning I got out of bed late. I was all the way down to 265 by the time I got out of bed.
You look lean.
I am. I'm lean. I'm probably 20. I'll be probably 20 pounds lighter than the last time I faced him.
Really?
Yeah, probably. But the thing is I am a heavyweight. I really am. Like, I try to get massive and fucking blow up, but I'm stronger.
Yeah,
I am. I'm stronger now, and I'm like,
how much stronger do you think you are in the key areas? How much stronger do you think you are
since the last time I faced him?
Yeah,
I'll say good 10%.
Do you believe you're as good an arm wrestler?
I'm better.
Because I know last time a lot of the prep was you'd been on the table an insane amount. Absolutely.
I'll tell you. So the strength has gone up, especially like the strength has gone up by very measurable numbers, and I'm estimating. I'm estimating 10, and 10 is actually low on the estimation. Like, when you look at like what my top numbers are, it's actually in some of the lifts, it's more like 15 or 20. But I'm taking it down to 10 because I know that it doesn't really work like that. Like, I know that just because your gym lifts will go up 20%, it doesn't mean you're 20% stronger. If you can grab a percentage of those and bring it to the table, I think you're doing well. So my lifts are way up, but the thing is the biggest difference is my health. That's the biggest difference. Like, specifically my ability to come forward. And I think a lot of people will say, oh, that might not be important in this match, but I think it will be. Like, I can come forward. I don't show it a lot in my training. Like, I don't show it in my table practice because I think it just fucking buries people, and I don't want to bury my training partners. But my shoulder can come forward. I'm super healthy. Like, in all my training, all my like supination work, all my press work, anytime there's no resistance to it. Like, I can, sometimes when you're a bit hurt, we've all been hurt in our elbows.
Yeah.
Like, this motion, this forward supinating, pressing, even with the bicep, this motion can sometimes give you aggravate. I got nothing. I have nothing anyway. I'm so healthy. Like, that's the biggest difference. That's the biggest difference.
Devon, I am also like injured all over, but there has been times that like things somehow goes well. Saying you don't feel so much pain.
Yeah.
And the things change so much. Like, the things change a lot. Like, there has been times that I was very injured, and whenever I was looking some of the young guys arm wrestling training, and I look at them and I start doubting myself. Like, wow, I think arm wrestling reached the next level. I don't think I have ever been this technical. And then when I'm healthy and I train with them, in my hand they are like beginners. Like, they don't know what they are doing. Like, because it is I'm healthy. Once I am healthy, the application is max. And then those guys that I thought were like very high level now, they look like amateur in front of me. So what I'm just saying, that once you are healthy, with the experience, with the knowledge, everything you have, trust me, we can be very dangerous. The health, like, is the most important thing. What you are losing during your life is just health, but you have tons of knowledge here, tons of coordination, and then the things are suddenly changing. So I think that's what's happening to you. And people just thinking about it is all about, like, how can he get stronger when he is from 46 to 48 or 47 to 49. But trust me, just Just even if John, like now 60, if he could be somehow as healthy as you are right now, I mean, he would dominate that 105 even today, you know, trust me.
So let's just focus on the comment you just made there, mate, about experience. Dev, do you think that either yourself or Levan got really good experience in that first match because of how it went down? Because it really
I
was
got
all
something from it.
warming up, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is I'll tell you, in my opinion, the most important part of the entire match is round one when they say go.
Mhm.
This is your most valuable piece of information. And I did get that. You know, that initial start, that initial this is where we are. Oh, I remember that very well. I remember that very, very well. You know, after and around two, I mean, is like a, you know, there's some information there, not a lot. And then the rest of it, there's no information really, for me at least. There's no information. But very valuable information in round one. Very valuable. Yeah.
Do you believe Levan's got a lot of options? Do you believe that he could
Yeah.
hold as the match went on? I know you.
I'm super curious. I'm so curious about the match because there's a lot of ways that it could play out. Really, there are. And it will. And I don't really want to talk about the match too much because I feel like all the visualization work that I've done, I don't really want to give too much of it away. But I see, you know, most likely scenarios. I see most dangerous scenarios. I see, you know, potential errors that he may make. And what I love most about arm wrestling matches that are close is the ability to grow mid-match for an athlete. Sometimes you see it like athletes will be forced to evolve within the match. And, you know, for me, I think that I'll have some ability to do some really fucking valiant efforts and some Hail Marys potentially.
Mhm.
But I think if the tables are flipped and I put him against the ropes somehow throughout the match, I think that he will have plenty of opportunities for growth mid-match, which I'm excited to see. If he takes them, they're certainly there for him. I think that he's you know, a good arm wrestler, and I think he's going to have the ability to change some things up. But you know, so will I. And where is he? Is he scared or something? Why isn't he on the show yet?
Rolly, I want to bring you in, mate, because you've been listening quietly there, but you're a guy that obviously traveled around all of the leading promotions. Very different set of criteria this time, mate. And for those who are super chatting, we're going to get to your super chats in a minute. I'll just do them in one block, guys. Thank you very much for that. Ray, different set of criteria. First time, king of the table. This time, East versus West, different rule set, different duration. Do you think this is favors Dev, or do you think it favors Levan more?
I don't know. I think Devon's very used to pulling at any of the promotions, and I think at the East versus West, he'll look good as King of the Table. I don't think it favors anyone. I think maybe the interesting thing will be how many supporters going to be there, because I believe it's going to be insane, and how much of that kind of carries the weight when things are going your way and when things are not going your way, right? If everyone in a room is shouting like, you know, like WWE, like one of the guys sucks or something, right? It's a heavy one, right? So we'll see how that one. I think arm wrestling is arm wrestling, and both these guys professionals, shuts everything down, tunnel vision, just a match.
See,
but of course, I think if Devon pins him, Devon will feed the crowd, and crowd will start helping him more. You'll see.
Yeah, I was kind of interested to get your thoughts on that, and Engin's and Dev's as well, because the first time a couple of weeks ago, I was on with Engin on Engin's channel. We did a show there, and we were breaking down sort of the various nuances and connotations of the match. And I said in there that I think sometimes when you get to this level and the guys are at the top class, They are both professionals. They're obviously extremely versed in the game. Sometimes I think the determining factors can be small margins and small elements of the game that you don't necessarily see straight in front of your face. And by that, I mean, the first time these guys met at King of the Table, both of them had pretty much the same level of experience at that event. There's quite a disparity here with East versus West, in that Devon has pulled at East versus West a number of times in very high profile matches, and with differing number of matches on the card. And this is a pretty big card we're going into here. Engin's put together a really big card, and this is the main event, so it's going to be late in the day. This is going to be a massive, massive match, a massive week of arm wrestling. And I do feel like there's the potential for this to be really fever pitch on the day itself. And those are the things that are quite interesting to me. How are people going to react to that? This is Levan's first time at East versus West. First time arm wrestling within that criteria. Do you think that could play a role at all, Ray? Do you think that that could be a problem somebody's just about to enter? Who's this?
we have Levan.
Levan.
Anybody know this guy?
Levan.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
mate.
well,
How you doing?
you made it. Good.
Hello.
Hey, Levan. How you doing, mate?
He needs to flip the phone. He doesn't fit. It doesn't
Hey,
fit.
Levan, can you turn the phone on its side, mate? Yes.
Perfect.
There you go. Hey, Levan, is Tourniquet coming on, or just you?
Tony, for 1 minute. 1 minute.
Ah, there we go. Here he comes. So just while he's coming in, let's just knock over a couple of super chats, because there's a few that have been flying in. So we'll just try and knock over a couple of these. Let's have a look. So Penguin Turdsy was first man out of the gates. Levan getting some much needed oxygen in, apparently, before he came on. So the jokes are already starting. People sort of pinging in. A lot of excitement around this match, guys. And you can
Guys, stop making fun of Levan and that oxygen thing. Just stop. It's not nice.
we'll get Levan's feelings on that in a minute.
Levan, don't believe this guy. He has actually talked tons of shit behind you. He said that you are late because you cannot get out of your bed.
It's true, Levan. I did say those things. I
I
did.
need the translator.
Go just Leon.
Because I now up. Already.
You cannot put your phone somewhere?
There you go.
დევონმა თქვა ახლა რომ შემოხვედი ნუ და ცინითო ჟანგბაძეო. და ენგინმა თქვა რომ მანამდე თქვა იმიტომ აგვიანებს რომ საწოლი დაანწვერდგება.
ხო. საერთოდ დევონი რაც ლაპარაკობს, ყველაფერი სიმართლე.
Overall, whatever Devon says, that's the truth.
Did you see my video the other day, Engin? Sorry, Levan. Did you see my video?
ჩემი ბოლო ვიდეო ნახეო? Which one is the last one?
The one where I said the truth.
სიმართლეს ადავს თქვიო. გონი ხელის მოძრაობაზე ლაპარაკობს.
მაგაზე არ წავედი. მაგაზე შემიძლია ისეთი პასუხი გასცეთ, ხო რომ მე გეწყინება თქო და არ მინდა.
Yeah, I can give you the answer to that video, but you will be upset.
That's okay. I mean, I don't mind getting upset. I like to feel upset.
However,
who's calling?
So what's the topic?
So let's knock over these super chats real quick. So Mr. Nuthatch, he's put for bro because he declined. This is just because they thought you were running a little late here, Levan. Jax Tupler, thank you for super chat, mate. He's put he agree to put the green hoodie up for the hammer. Where's that stand? Dev, are you gonna put the green hoodie into this match?
Sure.
There you go. Confidence.
Why not?
The green hoodie is on.
Would be my honor.
Neil, I want to interrupt you. in this match, it's gonna be East versus West, and the winner is gonna get East versus West belt. That is the prize. Yeah.
But there's also the legacy. There's also.
There is also 225 Valhammer that you and Levan between you two. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's for all the marbles, Engin. We got the belt there. I love that Levan has positioned the belt just over his shoulder. I love that.
Yeah, but it's not. What is that? That's some like amateur like belt from some little league or something.
Levan, kamar spredavto ukano moktonso sheni ponio.
What is that? Is that like an arm god's belt or something?
There was Albert Araslı.
Oh, there is more than one belt. What do we got?
Wow.
Look at that.
That is the World Championship, sir.
Yeah.
That is from
2018.
Wow.
That's
You
pretty
know
cool.
what? I don't have any trophies in my house.
Huh?
I don't.
Devon, you need this. You need this.
Wow. Hey, look at that. Wow. Nice. Did you put your name on it?
2 days and I do.
Okay, good. Good. Make sure you get that done. Make sure you get that done.
So,
Levan,
Jax, thanks for your super chat, mate. And the green hoodie is going into the match. It's confirmed.
Your neck looks a bit thin, Levan. Are you okay? Your neck?
He said it's really cancer.
Tabii ki öyle.
You didn't get sick.
Wat Jorge? No, it's just I got thin everywhere.
You've been sleeping okay?
Nah, it's a very bad sleep. I'm dreaming of Devon all night long.
It's okay. It's okay. Soon it will pass. It's okay. Like a heavy weight will be lifted. It is very heavy to carry the crown, Levan. I know. It's okay. We share. You have had it for a while. I take it back for a bit. It's okay. How much you weigh, Levan?
Now 175.
One what?
175
175
pounds.
Levan, what was your weight in the first match?
Neil, listen, I think you are inviting this and you are allowing people to disappear here. I will just say, who is that guy? He says, Engin, the old man or something, Listen, motherfucker.
Block that fucking guy.
Listen, yeah.
Block him.
No.
Yeah, listen, motherfucker. Don't be a bitch at your grandmother's basement and writing those kind of idiotic things. You understand? What's your name? Kane? You motherfucker. Okay? Just be a normal person and just respectful things. Get out of your grandmother's basement. Okay? Now you can go to street and do whatever you want. Idiot.
So, Levan, just before you came on, we were saying that Engin had mellowed.
Yeah.
Is what we're saying.
No, the difference between us, Neil, whenever I invite you, I don't allow people to disrespect.
Mate,
So
I wasn't even looking at the chat, but we should
because these bitches, when they get behind the keyboard, they are very brave people. But when they come face to face, they are just like a pussy. They are, hey, Engin, how are you? I'm a fan of you or something,
So let's have a look. We'll move on. Jeff N. Yeah. I want to see the hammer before the match starts. Mate, you just saw it right there on the shelf at Levan's home. Hemorrhoids, Asperini. Devon, are you still doing follistatin?
Follistatin was one shot. Okay, so I don't want Levan to get scared when he hears this, but yes, I am now genetically engineered. I've been genetically modified. Okay, I took. I have now plasmids that are attached in my body that excrete follistatin all day long. And that's why I'm so massive now. It's one of the reasons. So you take it and it's active for about a year to a year and a half in your body. And I took the shot. When did I take it? Oh, geez, it was before Dennis. So it's been working in my body for like 6 months now. It's not fair. It's not a fair playing field anymore. I'm sorry.
You're abomination.
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 Yeah.
So we got a bit of support for Engin here after his little rant. It's a mellow rant. You know, I've seen worse from him. But Roger Cangingham coming with a bit of support. He's put, get his ass, Engin. There you go, you see. Sean Crowther. But Engin sounding like Matt Mask today.
No, Matt Mask sounds like Engin.
I've been wearing this t-shirt for like 4 or 5 days straight.
That's the mask shirt there, isn't it?
It's almost time to take it off.
Massive hand. You can get those on Devon's channel, ladies and gents, if you want one.
Levan, did Devon's last video make you angry?
ბოლო ვიდეომ გაგაბრაზაო?
დევონი არ მაბრაზებს. და რადგან ძალიან გული მწყდება. რამე საინტერესო მოიფიქრა. იმიტომ რომ მინდა რომ გავუბრაზდება. რაღაცნაირად ვერ გავუბრაზდება.
Nah, Devon's latest attempts, they are not upsetting me anymore, and it's a bit disappointing. I think he should try more.
I was just confused. I went back and I looked and I just didn't understand what that was all about.
მე თან რაღაც ის არის, რაღაც არას, ანუ ვერ ხვდები. რაღაც მატჩის წინ რაღაც ისეთ რაღაცებზე ფიქრობს, რომ მაგალითად ცოტა უცნაურია ხა იქ დენისზე ფიქრობდა, რომ რაღაც ეჭვები გაუჩნდა რაღაცებზე იქ ეხა ჩემზე რაღაცა რატომ მოიგიდა ხელიო იქაო საერთოდ რატო ფიქრობს ჩემს მაგ ერთ ადგილზე ვერ ხვდები.
Overall, your thoughts are very suspicious to me. You had the same before the Dennis match also. Now this.
Parolis for imaleba.
Are you hiding something? It's just very suspicious. Your thoughts.
I think it's very suspicious, but I mean, how can I not think these things? Because look, I mean, I don't want to get Neil's channel like demonetized or kicked out, but like when I see certain hand gestures down there, I know, I mean, I've seen girls before, like that's the way they move. Like, and when you did that, I was like, what is he saying? That's like the way a girl does that. This is like a girl thing. And I was like, what? I'm just confused. I don't understand. I just like, and I don't look at, I don't want to know anything. There's been times when I've started to dig at people and I've found out things I didn't want to know. I don't need to know everything. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to talk about it at all. I just thought sometimes maybe in the heat of the moment, something comes out and you didn't do it on purpose. And by accident, you've shown something to the world that maybe you didn't want the world to know. I'm just wondering if Barbora is next. Like, are you going to make the switch? Because that would really not be fair.
Tony, did you understand what he means by Barbara?
I think
Tony. So he's saying that, you know, after this, he's going to go to the woman category and pull for the super heavyweight woman belt, you know. This is what he's asking.
ანუ ამბობს რომ ბარბორას ავიწყო არაპირებო როგორც გავიგე და ენგინმა როგორც გადმარტა ქალთა ფედერაციაში გადასვლას ანუ უბრალოდ მაინტერესებს და ანუ
არ მინდა რომ ესეთ პასუხი გავცე რომ მე ეწყინოს მაგასაც და ჯოდისაც და არ შევიკავებ მაგ თემაზე რაღაც საუბარს მე მგონი მიხვდება რატომაც ვახსენე ჯოდი
I don't want to upset him or Jody, so I wouldn't comment any further.
Perfect. It's perfect. I would do the same. I would do the same thing. I wouldn't want to talk about it either. I've done all sorts of things that I regret, so I understand why you just want to make things go away sometimes. I'll do my best not to bring it up again.
Dev.
Yeah.
No super chat.
But one thing I want to ask, what did he mean by being suspicious? Levan, what did you mean?
Eჭვი რა ეჭვს გულისხმობა?
ეჭვს რა?
You said that the things that Dennis he did and this and that he did many things before.
დევონის ფიქრები დენისის წინ ახლა საეჭვო რო არის.
Is that conversation chat?
დენის დაიწყო ფიქრი რომ მაგალითად ყოფებით ისეთი ხო არ არისო, ეხლა ჩემზე დაიწყო ფიქრი ხელს რო იყიდებდა, რატო იყიდებდა, როგორ იყიდებდა და რაღაცა ფარული გეი ხო არ არის ჩვენი დევონი.
No, I'm just saying that it's suspicious. First, he thought about before the Dennis match, was analyzing him. Now this with all the hand and suspicious thoughts. I'm just thinking maybe he's closeted or maybe something else, but I don't know.
I just start to look at people very closely. And I start to see things that just don't add up, and I just want to bring them to light, just so I can further understand these people. I'm just trying to understand who they are, trying to understand how they work. I was trying to understand Dennis. I realized that I touched onto some very, very sensitive pieces, and I may or may not have been correct. May or may not have been. I think that anybody who looks closely can see that I may have struck something. I hope it's not the case. Okay. I'm willing to just drop it. You know what else is really interesting to me is Levan, that I'm even lighter this time than I was the last time I faced you. This time I'll be like 120 kilo. 120.
Oh my God.
Are you worried about losing to a heavyweight?
რა ვიცი, შენ წონა განწერეთ გაჩავფერთ ხელით და რა ვიცი, ხო? ამ თლიანად შემიძლია ერთ ხელით რომ ავწიო დავწიო და 120 ძალიან ცოტა.
That's too little. I'm just curling your weight with one arm, so you're just too small.
Yeah, do you think that's gonna matter though? When I put the weight right in the spot, when I come in, or when I hit your fingers, do you think it's gonna be a curl?
გონია საერთოდ რო ვერ ვინცო მაგის ძალას რა და ცოტა გონიწყდება.
I think I won't be even able to feel him, which is slightly sad to me.
Do you really think that? So if it's gonna be really easy, you think? Like really?
ხო, ხა წარმოიდგინე, რასაც ეგ თვეები აკეთებდა, რა ვარდისაც ეგ თვეები აკეთებდა. ჯერ პირველივე წდაზე დაახლოებით 3 საათი ვარჯიშის შემდეგ ავდექი ცადე და 70 კილო პრობლემად ავწიე. მე შემდეგ წდაზე რამოდენიმე კვირის მერე არც გამიმეორებია ეგ ვარჯიში საერთოდ 75 ავწიე და 75 ავწიე, მოდი 80-ს ავწიე და 80-ს ავწიე. და დარწმუნებული ვარ რომ მომენტომდე 85-საც ავწევდი. და საერთოდ ეგ ვარჯიში რო ვაკეთო, ალბათ 1-2 თვეში ვფიქრობ რომ 100 კილოც გავაკეთე. ასე რომ რა ვიცი. რა თქვა.
Yeah, it's hard to be worried because even if we take the exercise in which you've been specializing in and training a lot, I just tried it first time after a lengthy 3-hour exercise, just did 70 like nothing. On the next try, I did right on the next exercise, I tried it and did 75, even 80. Even if I try now, I can do 85. If I specialize for some time, maybe I can do even 100 in that exercise. It's just not impressive.
So were you lifting this much weight when you arm wrestled Hermes?
იგი ეწონებსებდიო, როცა ერმეს გადაუწიო.
ერმეს როცა გადაუწიე, მომზადებას ძალიან ცუდი მქონდა, იმიტომ რომ ადრეც აღვნიშნე, რომ ჯანმრთელობასთან მქონდა პრობლემები და ფაქტიურად ალბათ რაც უნდა მევარჯიშა, იმის ალბათ 25% ვივარჯიშ, რაც რომ იმასთან ვერ ვიყავი ისეთ ფორმაში, თუმცა მაინც მოვიგე. ასე რომ ეხლა სხვა დონეზე ვარ.
No, in preparation with Hermes, I had health problems. I was not able to do all the exercises and training that I planned to do. Maybe I did 25% of the plan. I still beat him though. So now it's crazy difference.
So you're much stronger now than when you faced Hermes.
ანუ ახლა ბევრ ბრძოლიერი ხარ ვიდრე ერმესთან. Yes, a lot.
And what percentage of your win in the Hermes match do you place on the referees?
შენი გამარჯვების რა პროცენტს უმადლობ საჯებს?
0.
0.
What do you think about the running foul?
Running falls რას ფიქრობ?
Versus a foul. What do you see the difference?
საერთოდ იმას რო გითხრა წესები, ანუ running falls არასდროს არ ვაქცევ ყურადღებას, ანუ ჩემთვის წესები, ანუ მაგათვის არის წესები რაღაც განსაკუთრებული აღნიშნვის ნიშანი და ფიქრობენ ხოლმე მაგაზე, მე საერთოდ ვფიქრობ წესებს. და რაც შეეხება მსაჯობას, თუ კარგად შეხედავენ მაგ შეხვედრას, თვითონ ხელის ჩაკიდების დროს ასე ვთქვათ, ძალიან დიდ უპირატესობას იღებდა ყოველთვის ერმესი და ფაქტურად სულ ის იწყებდა და შემდეგ მე უტეხავდი მაინც არ დაწყებულზე უტეხავდი ასე. ეხლა მსაჯობაზე ლაპარაკს რა თავი დაანებოს, იმიტომ რომ ჩვენ რო შევხვდით ერთმანეთს, რავი, მაგასაც, საჯებსაც, ორგანიზატორებსაც და რავი, კიდევ ის აღარ მოუგე ყველას ერთად და რავი, საჯებზე მაგან არ უნდა ილაპარაკო.
Overall, I'm not even considering the rules. I don't care for them. That's something that organizers and the referees should worry about. For me, I just pull. With Hermes, there's nothing to talk about the refereeing. We can see that even before the start, each of the round, Hermes already had loaded wrist. He always started first, and I attacked next and had to take his wrist every time. So there's just no point about talking about refereeing. And on the king of the table, during our previous match, I beat the referees, the organizers, everything. I don't care about those details.
You don't think that so in that match, you don't think that if they had called a running foul, you would have lost? You think that you would have won the round if they hadn't stopped it?
რო არ გაიჩერებინათ და running fall-ი რომ მოხდარიყო, გონი არ წაგებდიო?
მე ხა ეგრე რო ვილაპარაკოთ, რო საერთოდ წინადადებას რო იწყებდა როსვა, აყოლებ უკვე რაღაც ისულებია რა. რო ის და რო ეს, ეხლა რა ვიცი.
Yeah, well, what if, what else? This is just empty discussion. Whenever you start your argument with what if, that's already pointless.
ყველა ვარიანტში მოვიგებდი და ყველა ვარიანტში მოვიგებ მაგას ყოველთვის.
In every case, I would have won, and in any match with him, I will win.
Really? How would you have come back and won that round? You were like going down. He had his shoulder behind. He was fucking in there. You were like stuck. You were stuck. It was going down. You got a gift.
საჩუქარი მიიღე. ასე მგონია.
მაგას არ მივიღე არასდროს საჩუქარი. რამდენიც მაგისთვის საჯებს საჩუქრები გავუკეთე.
If we start counting number of gifts you have gotten so far.
Oh yes, no. I'm full of gifts. I have so many. But I can acknowledge them when I get them. I know I've had a lot of gifts in my life. But I'm just curious whether you're able to see that you received a gift because he was going to beat you. And I think that you know that you would have lost that round. I'm just surprised you can't admit it.
Devon, can I a little bit make you angry? Since you said that you acknowledge, what are they? Which matches are they?
Oh, I wasn't even talking about matches. I was talking in life. I'm showered with gifts throughout my entire life. I'm the luckiest.
I thought you guys were talking about the gifts round that he won.
I am the luckiest person you have ever met. Ever. I'm the luckiest person.
Whenever you said gifts, were you not talking about the rounds?
For that, yes.
This is whenever he said that you also had some gifts, and you said you acknowledged them, he meant the matches that you won with the gifts.
Which ones have I won? I think I got.
No. He's saying that you also had some gifts, and you said you acknowledged them. So which matches are they?
I get gifts. I get gifts all the time. I tell you. I mean, Neil, I did get a gift.
You be careful because this will be used against you if it's recorded.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm fine with everything. I got a gift round versus Camille. Let me see. What else do I have?
So till 2024, you never had a gift. Only the beginning of 2024 with left arm.
Let me see. You know what? If you have one that comes to mind, I would absolutely review it. But
looks like he doesn't have any gift, Levan.
Oh no, I have lots of gifts. I have lots of gifts. Believe me,
you would remember them. We're talking about like
my Christmas tree is still up because the gifts just keep all year long.
He's talking about referee's mistakes about the gift, the one that you're talking.
Yeah, I was just talking about gifts in general, but when it comes to Levan, I was specifically talking about how he was gifted around with Hermes, and everybody knows that he was going to lose. And I'm just surprised that he can't just admit it. I'm just surprised. I would just admit it. I'd be like, yep, I was saved by the referee. They should have called a running foul because there was no advantage gained. I was on my way to a loss. Somehow I got lucky. Devon, you're the actual champion because you got the belt from Hermes and you're going to beat me. I would just say it if I was Levan. I'd just say it and make him feel better.
So let's knock over a couple of these super chats.
როგორი შთაბეჭდი ვარჩება, იცი რომ ყველა მოწინააღმდეგე ვისაც ვხვდები, ლარატის ჩათვლით, ჩემ მოგება კი არ უნდა. ერთი რაუნდის მოგება უნდა და მაგაზე იბრძვიან.
I have the impression that everybody who is facing me, including Devon, their ultimate dream is just to win one round. That's as far as their imagination goes.
That's not true. Levan, I'm going to beat you probably 4-0 or 4-1. 4-0 or 4-1.
I can see on your face that I'm right.
No, you can't. Look, Levan, 4-0 or 4-1. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, Levan. I'm going to crack you quite early. I'm much stronger than you think I am. What you felt last time, we never really got to play. Didn't really happen.
Yeah, you're saying what I felt. I felt nothing.
No, but it's going to be different this time. You didn't get to feel. Levan, you basically lost to Hermes. You lost to Hermes. Whether you want to admit that or not, anybody who really loves arm wrestling, who really looks at it, struggles to find your victory. Whenever anybody talks about you versus Hermes, all everybody talks about is how really that call made a big difference. And everybody's like, if that call had been different, Hermes might have won. That arm was opening. I destroyed Hermes. And now I'm going to destroy you.
That's not logical.
Pathetic logic.
Get ready. Get ready.
So it's out there. Matches mere. Vise garmadideb როგორც წინა მატჩის ბოლოს.
კითხო თუ უთხრა.
არა, უთხრა, ეგრე იქნება.
After this match, you will be in amazement of me, just like you've been after the first match.
Amazement of how you folded, amazement at how I broke your wrist, amazement at how a guy who's 110 pounds heavier than me is actually weaker than me, amazement at how you are maybe a good student and will come back and face me a third time.
No, he said just like it was on the first round match, so it was different on the first match.
No, Levan. No.
Devon, you've talked a lot about where you believe Levan's shape is. We just had a super chat from Umar Khan, and he's put, do you really believe that Levan is in his best shape now?
No.
Obviously, we're hearing him saying that tonight. Do you believe that is in fact the case?
No. I think Levan is not in his best shape. He might be close. But I don't think he's in his best shape. No. Not in his best. Close, maybe. Close. But I haven't seen him break any records. He doesn't look the same to me. Sometimes you can just look at a person and you can kind of see. I don't think he's going to be as strong as I faced him last time. It'd be close.
So, Barista Grill from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. The super chat, thanks for that, guys. They've put Levan all the way, the king. There's a bit of support in Canada for Levan. You may not have expected that to be the case, but a little bit of love from Canada there. GB19 has come. Levan, how much do you charge for one hug?
Was that a dude who wrote that?
I don't know. GB19.
Sounds like a
GB19,
dude.
put in the chat, you were male or female?
Question.
But here is a lady, Rachel Barnhart. Hey, from Vegas, rooting for you, Devon.
Oh, that's Rachel. Yeah, she's a superstar. She's one of the superstars of the Las Vegas team.
GB19 come in with another one. He's put, I'm picturing Ray saying, we are in a match. So GB19 obviously thinks it's going to turn into a war. Thinks that the battle coming there. Are you expecting a battle, Levan? Do you believe that you're going to be in a war this time, or do you think you're just going to run him over?
I think it will be quick, but I'm in a fighting mood.
დავფიქრობ, რომ ანუ ბრძოლა მინდა და რას ვიძავიცი, რომ ამას რო ძალადულად მოუღებ. რა თქმა უნდა, ამ ბრძოლის ჟილს ვერ დავიკმაყოფილებ და მე დავპატიჟებ სხვებს მაგიდასთან და მე სხვებთან გადავწევ ხელს, რომ ენერგია დავხარჯო.
But the thing is that I want the battle. So I think after I quickly beat Devon, I might just invite anybody to the table and have some extra rounds.
So Trip War 030303 has just come in with a super chat for Levan. He's put, Levan, can you promise your fans that the result will be 6-0?
No, of course he can't. That would be
შეუძლია თორე შეპირდესო?
ხო, დევონს ეკითხებიან 6-0 დაგვირდი.
დევონს თუ უნდა 6-0 დავპირდები. ეკითხება უნდა დევონს რომ მოუღე 6-0?
I can make a promise. Devon, do you want me to beat you 6-0?
Yes, please, 6-0. Please. You can.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I have a funny story to tell you if you'd like to. Actually, you know, I'm going to wear Pushkar's sleeve, I think. Do you remember Pushkar's sleeve?
Sleeve, no.
სახელო. ანუ ხელის გასათბობელი.
I still have it.
მე მაქო?
მექნებაო.
Oh,
You still have it?
danke.
gab so.
Ora.
He doesn't have it.
I've been told before. I remember a great athlete came up to me once before a match, and they told me, "Don't worry, Devon. The score will be 4-2. The score will be 4-2." And I said, "What? What?" He said, "The last two, we will go inside slowly, and you will beat me." And I said, "No, no, no." I said, "If you can beat me 6-0, beat me 6-0, please." He said, "No, no, no. The score will be 4-2." And I said, "If I can beat you 6-0, I'm going to beat you 6-0." He said, "No, no, no. Don't worry about it." And he was so sure. He was so sure. He was so certain that he would beat me.
Andrei Pushkar left arm match?
I love Andrei Pushkar. He's one of my favorite people, favorite past athletes. I will be wearing a sleeve, by the way. I will be wearing it. I'll be wearing it. That's the first day that I met you, Levan, was that day.
Not right.
Yeah, I remember being very impressed by you. I remember it very clearly. But the score will not be 6-0. And it will not be 4-2 after you beat me 4 times. It will not be. I'm sorry, Levan. I'm sorry.
So, Dev, got a super chat for you from Ben Wallner. Ben, thanks for your super chat, mate. He's put, Devon, if you lose, you should get another tattoo. And if you win, Levan needs to shave his head and beard. Would you guys be up for that?
Well, you know, I have a tattoo. It's very meaningful to me. I don't know that I need another tattoo of a specific person. I have many tattoos on my body, and actually most of them represent people. Most of them do. I don't have doubles. I have enough. I remember Levan just fine now. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, I don't ever want to plan too far ahead. We'll see what happens in the match. But
so Hemorrhoids Asperini and has just come in with reference to the gift comment and put, Devon is a gift to all of us. So a little bit of support there from Hemorrhoids Asperini. Similarly, Lola Sluchadors has come in and put, Devon will crush you to Levan. So we got a lot of support for both guys here in the chat. PT Muds, let's go, Devon. Hello from Walla Walla, Washington. And just to let you guys know, we have around 1,400 people viewing live right now, Engin. A lot of people interested here, mate. So Dave, I love how Devon is bringing out the best. Pay your energy forward, Devon. Thank you, Dave. What else have we got? Try and catch up on all these. Twan Irwin, Devon, how can you beat a broken Dennis and get destroyed by Levan like a child? Then, and we're not going to read the last bit of that, mate. Let's keep it.
Where is it?
How can you then think you're the man?
Hey? Oh, is this that Wayne fucking retard? That sounds like the Wayne retard always writes. Is it in the chat somewhere? What's his name? I want to read it.
Twan Irwin.
Twan Irwin? Oh, Twan Irwin. Oh, I thought it was that Wayne fucking idiot.
Okay, I'm not the only one that people can get on nerve. Okay,
I love it. I love my haters, by the way. It makes me really happy when they post. I'm like, yes, I love it, because I get to see how fucking stupid some people are. You know, that's great.
So we got Eric Papalaya, and he's put, Devon, I get the build-up, but wouldn't it be easier to not make Levan angry?
It's way more fun, guys. Who wants to someone who's not angry? You know,
this guy is a challenger, Neil. He thinks that I'm not normal and I'm not fixable. He is not fixable either. No. The bad part is that you can see my anger right away. Inside of him, hurricanes, earthquakes, everything, but he can still smile. But trust me, the guy is. I mean, he wants to challenge. He wants everything to be harder.
I have paperwork to back that up, Engin, actually.
I know. I don't know if people know it, but I'm telling you, He wants to make everything as hard as possible for himself. Somehow, he doesn't have fear. He doesn't
I just
have
want
fear.
to put it out there publicly. Did Dennis challenge me, or did I challenge Dennis? How did that go? After John beat Dennis, after Dennis beat John, what did he say on the microphone? Okay. All right. Anyways, and when we speak of broken Dennis and then we speak of broken Levan, who did broken Levan challenge? Me. Me.
No, I'm witness for that one. In Istanbul, after East versus West End, I talked with Levan. I said, Levan, you had an injury. Do you want me to set you a match before the title match? Or you want to go direct for title, the hardest? He said, Engin, I'm not going to pull regular match. I want what is mine, which he meant the title, you know. So I don't think that there is anything you can blame about Devon. And I don't think that Levan is probably laughing because Levan is ready, you know. Levan believes that he's going to win, and everyone is ready to believe.
როცა მატჩზე თანხდები, ეგ შენი პასუხისგებლობაა. მზად ახარ არ ახარ მზად, ანუ შენ მოწინააღმდეგეს არ აინტერესებს და არც უნდა აინტერესებდეს, ასე ვთქვათ. შენ თუ დათანხმდი, შენ პასუხისგებლობას იღებ შენ თავზე, რომ შენ საუკეთესო ფორმაში იქნები, თუ არ იქნები საუკეთესო ფორმაში, ეგ შენი პრობლემაა და მე ლაპარაკი იმაზე რომ იცი რა, მე ფორმაში არ ვიყავი, ეგ შენი მინუსია, შენ მოწინააღმდეგეს მინუსი არ არის, ასე რომ ამ შემთხვევაში ლარაც ვეთანხმები.
Yeah, whenever an athlete accepts the match, it's fully his responsibility to be prepared and to bring the best game. So it's not anybody else's responsibility or blame to take. So here I agree with Devon.
So super chat for Ray from Richard Hawley. But Ray, do you think Devon's improved health could be the X factor in this match?
Oh, I think I'm a full believer that you can train as hard as you want, but if you're injured and you cannot do something, it doesn't matter how strong you are. You could be lifting, you know, crazy weights, injuries and like ability not to be able to do something is terrible, right? And Devon has proved for the past 2 years that all of those small things that were like wear and tear are kind of gone. And if he can move at least, right, he can go through different options rapidly. Like a lot of young guys can, you know, the speed and how to say, just like being able to go where you want to go is very big gift in arm wrestling. And it slowly, as we know, it goes away with time, right? You kind of can do what you can do, and that's it. And if Devon is healthier, then at least he can change things and try different options if something doesn't work. Same thing goes for Levan.
There's the answer, guys. We'll move on. Cyber Steel, 135. Mark my words, Devon is going to win either 6-0 or 5-1 guaranteed. So there in that respect. A lot of love coming in for Dev towards the end there. We'll have a look what else we've got in. Move through the super chats we missed. Muscle Bite came in and put Will Levan do an arm shock match for 15 grand. Not a clue what that actually is. Anybody know what that is?
I have a question for Levan. Levan, Neil Pickup said that the first match doesn't exist because of Devon's injury. And first of all, I want to ask Neil to clarify that.
Yeah.
And then I want to, because Neil is for sure one of the most knowledgeable and one of the authorities that I respect. I can talk hours and hours arm wrestling, you know, with him. About this subject, I disagree with him, but I would like to hear his reasoning.
Yeah. So my comment that I made and I stand by is that I was very disappointed in the first match that we didn't get to see it run the full duration of the match and see what both guys had to offer and see how they could adjust. The last time that the guys faced each other, at the start of the second round, the match was over. Obviously, Levan went into the match as a favourite, arguably the stronger guy. Most people believed he was the more powerful guy, and if Devon had a shot, it was going to be on endurance when the match rolled on. We didn't get to see that play out. We got to see the massive strength of Levan early on. We didn't get to see Devon's game come into its own at all, if in fact that was a possibility. So I feel like the first time that the match took place, it was a great shame that we didn't see it go to its full duration. My biggest hope for this next match is that the match runs its course with both guys injury-free, and we get to see what amendments, adjustments, evolutions can be made through the match from both arm wrestlers. If you're a Devon Larratt fan, you're going to think, okay, well, last time we didn't get to see that endurance. If you're a Levan fan, you're going to think, wouldn't have made any difference at all because Levan was too strong and he had other moves that he could pull. He would have just gone to something else and the match would have been the same. We'll never know. It didn't happen. This time, I hope it will. But in my opinion, the first time, the match didn't run its true course and we didn't get to see what each guy could do. That's what I
translate tourniquet, please.
ესე იგი ლევან ნილი ამბობს რომ პირველ მატჩის დროს გული დამწყდაო მეც და ალბათ ბევრსო რომ მატჩი დამთავრდა მეორე რაუნდშია რა.
არა, მეორე რაუნდში არ დამთავრებულა, მატჩი დამთავრდა სანამ დაიწყებოდა.
It didn't end during the second round. It ended even before it started.
You know, I was gonna beat you, Levan.
და იმას რო იძახია ანუ ტრავა რახან მიიღო, იმიტომ წააგო, ტრავა იმიტომ მიიღო, რომ მე შევპირდი მაგას შეჯიბრის წინ, რომ მე ხელს მოკტე ხალმეთკი და შეუსრულე კიდევაც და რა ვიცი ხა. ანუ ეხლა ანუ ნაზად უნდა გადაუწიო ხელი, ესე იგი რომ არ ეთქინოს, რომ მე რა თქვა, რომ ხელი ეთქინა და იმიტომ მოუგო.
He got injured because that was my promise before the match. So it seems that this time I will have to be more gentle, just not to hurt him.
Oh, no, Levan, please.
So this way he can't cry anymore that was an injury and he couldn't perform.
Levan, please try again. Try one more time. One more time. Anything less would not be worthy of a world.
I don't want to end your career.
Oh, no. Don't worry about that. Look, you tore my bicep last time. It didn't end my career. Okay. I hope that you will, if you can. I would like it if you would. This is me publicly telling you, please hurt me. I openly invite you to. Openly.
Devon, I have a question. Devon, you only a minute ago you said I was gonna beat you. Can you what are you talking about? Yeah. You're talking about if you didn't get injured, you were gonna beat him?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, just here is something I want to ask. After the match, since that time till this time, you always said Levan is great, he destroyed me, he was so strong. And now you are saying you were going to beat him. I'm not saying that you are going against your word, but what I try to understand is that did you say all those things just not to look like you are complaining, you are finding excuses, and you just give it to him? And do you agree with what Neil said?
I try to be a good guy. I really do. I do my best to be a good guy and give the champion the props that he deserves. And you can absolutely look at it the way that he destroyed me last time, because he did. But if you really, really want to look at the match, if you really want to, and I do not want to take any glory from Levan in that match, especially before I have a match booked with him. When Levan is the champion, let him be as great as possible. I don't want to take anything from him. I don't want to take anything from his glory. But if you really want to look,
we really want to know what you really believe.
The wrist was bending back. It was going to become an arm wrestling match. It was one match away from becoming a match. It was one match away from becoming adjusting, moving, feeling, breathing, dance. We were one match away from that.
You mean one round away, right? One round away? Okay.
What I felt in round one throughout my entire career of arm wrestling, let me analyze that there was a lane for me to make it into a match, not just an obliteration. It was going to become a match. And that's why I went over, because I felt that. And all my experience told me that this was the case, that we were in a match. That never happened. That never happened. But I believe that if I had not blown my bicep, that round two, the match would have stopped. And when the match had stopped, then we would have truly been in an arm wrestling match, which we were not in round one. In round one, he showed his cards. I showed my cards. Okay, we knew where we were. I felt something. Yeah, so did he. But I felt something. So, and I'll tell you, we're talking about, is Levan where he was? Okay, we're not talking. Nobody's talking about, is Levan the best ever? Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about, is Levan at the level that he was? Okay, I am 10% better. I am. So, like, in my assessment, he's going to be in more trouble this time. And this time, he's going to be in greater difficulty. The match very likely is going to stop. There's a very high likelihood that the match stops this time. And then we have a match. And then it comes down to who is actually a better arm wrestler. You know, yes, it's going to become about who can adjust. And I'm very confident. I'm very confident.
Yeah.
Because I now can play all the cards. I can press. I can bring my shoulder forward. I can king's move. I can top roll. I can hook. I can flop. And
was it the case? Was it the case last time?
No, I had no inside game. I had very weak inside game before the last time I arm wrestled. Very weak. Nothing.
And your inside game now helps you to have more center because of the supination side being stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll feel different. It's going to feel different.
Devon, at the start of the second round last time, did you feel a different angle? Or was the damage so instant you didn't feel anything?
No, it was blown out as the second they said go. The second they said go, it ripped. So,
Levan, did you change direction at the start of the second round last time? Did you feel something in the first round, and did you therefore change the direction of your hit in the second round?
რა მიმართულება შეცვალეო მეორე რაუნდშიო. რამე ვექტორის ცვლილება იყო თუ ჩვეულებრივ მიმართულებით წახვედია მეორე რაუნდში.
მეორე რაუნდში როგორ გადავწია ხელი?
ხო, როდესაც გაიწვიტა
უფრო შიგნით დავარტყი, უფრო მხარში და შიგნით დავარტყი, არ გამოვედი, ანუ მაჯაზე არ გამოვედი, შიგნით დავარტყი და გადავედი და
Yeah, during the second round it was more of inside with the shoulder more forward. Less top roll.
Okay.
You know, I've thrown a lot of stuff out there. I've talked about how confident I am. I've talked about how strong I am. Levan, you probably are the favorite. You're 35. I'll be 49 a few days after the match. I've had multiple surgeries.
ოი, დაბადების დღე ხო?
You're 110 pounds. You're 110 pounds heavier than me. You're undefeated in a long time. You're probably gonna win. Probably. I have a very small chance of winning. I wouldn't worry about the possibility too much. Probably it's an easy day for you. You don't really need to worry about what happens on match day when you see me come to life, because it's probably futile. Probably. You don't have to worry. It's interesting that really the guy who holds the interim belt is so pathetic. and so weak. It's interesting that the guy who's the current title holder is a heavyweight. You probably have nothing to worry about, Levan. You probably don't need to fear me or anything. You can probably sleep well at night from now to the event knowing it's going to be an easy day. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think you're a great champion, and I think you most likely have an easy day.
Brian Watkins has come in with a super chat for Levan. Levan, will you ever pull 3 to 4 matches a year like the other supers? Also, Devon and Levan need to train together once their battles are over. Is this something you would do? So first part of the question for Levan, would you ever pull 3 to 4 matches a year like other supers, or is that what your aspiration is?
გინდა თუ არა, ან თუ აპირებ რომ წელიწადში 3-4 მატჩი კონდეს.
მაქსიმუმ 3 რა. ალბათ უფრო 2, მაგრამ ყველაზე მაქსიმუმი 3.
Yeah, 3 is the maximum. 2 is more realistic. 3 tops.
Is that just because of other commitments as well? I know he's got a lot on at the moment. Obviously, quite a bit of television work, done a film, which is great. Extraction. I loved that, incidentally. Excellent stuff, mate. That was. I loved it. It was really, really good. And good for you that you got that role in there. But is that because he's got a lot of offers coming in at the moment, Tourniquet?
სხვა პროექტების გამო ფილმი ნახე ძალიან მომეწონაო.
ნუ ახლა მე საქართველოში ხო საკმაოდ დაკავებული ვარ. თან რა არის ასე ვთქვათ, უფრთხილები იმას, რაც ამდენი წლის განმავლობაში გავაკეთე, ანუ ის რომ 2017 წლის შემდეგ არ მაქვს წაგება და ახლა გამომდინარე ყველა მატჩისთვის ვცდილობ რომ მაქსიმალურად მოემზადო და მაქსიმალურად მზად ვიყო რა. ადრე თუ მაგალითად შემეძლო გამოსულიყავი მსოფლიოს ჩემპიონატზე, ევროპის ჩემპიონატზე, ზლოტი ტურზე, რავი, კიდევ ენდეტა გადამეწია და წელიწადში 4-5 შეჯიბზე გავსულიყავი. ეხლა ეგრე არ ვაკეთებ, იმიტომ რომ ვფიქრობ, რომ უფრო მეტი პასუხისმგებლობა მაქვს და მინდა რომ ყველა მატჩში იყო მაქსიმალურად მზად, იმიტომ რომ არ მინდა რომ ჩემი მაყურებელი ვანერვიულო.
Well, there are several reasons. I have multiple commitments in Georgia, different projects going on. But the main reason is that I have to be prepared in my best shape. This takes not a short amount of time, considering that since 2017, I've been undefeated. It takes a lot of responsibility and a lot of work to bring my best performance. That's something that I have to be very smart about, considerate. So I have to plan accordingly.
Fair enough. Let's knock over a couple more of these. Frantic has come in with a question, super chat for Levan. Levan, why do you train so much when apparently you already know you're going to beat Devon? And why have you started lifting like Devon when you're at home?
რატო ვარჯიშობ ამდენს თუ ფიქრობ რომ დევონს გადაუწევო და რატო აკეთებ რატო იმეორებ მის ვარჯიშს ეს არის ის სიტყვა
იმიტომ ფიქრობ რომ გადაუწევ იმიტომ რომ მაგდენს ვარჯიშობ
I know that I will win because I work so much.
Oh, რაც შეეხება რატო წევ დევონისა, რასაც დევონი წევს, უბრალოდ მაინტერესებს და წევ რა.
And the reason I tried his move, I was just interested in why not.
Understood. So Joe Mama, who's obviously a fan of Levan's, come in and put, Levan, does the guy that Gennady beat scare you?
როგორ შეიძლება გაშინებდეს ის, ვისაც გენადი მოუგო?
არავინ არ მაშინებს, მაგრამ ის რომ გენადი მოუგო, ეგ იმას არნიშნავს, რომ დევონის სუსტია პირიქით. დევონი ძალიან ძლიერი მოწინააღმდეგეა. და ამას ყოველწელს ამტკიცებს.
Nobody scares me, but the fact that Gennady won doesn't mean anything. Actually, it means that Devon is very strong, and he proves that time and time again. So that's the only thing we can say, that he's a very worthy opponent.
Tony, I want to ask something to Levan. Devon just said that the things would be different if the injury didn't happen. And he, in fact, doesn't believe that Levan could beat him on that day. Like, does Levan think that Devon really believes this, or he's trying to intimidate him?
Devon თქვა რომ ტრავმა რომ არა, მე მაჯის ოდნავ უკან წასვლა ვიგრძენიო. რაც დევონმა დაასკვნა, რომ საინტერესო მატჩი იქნებოდა. და ახლა ენგინი კითხულობს, როგორ ფიქრობ, დევონი მართლა ეგრე ფიქრობსო, რომ ქონდა რაღაც შანსიო, თუ ახლა უბრალოდ მენტალურად ცდილობსო უპირატესობის მოპოვებას.
თუ დევონი მართლა ეგრე ფიქრობს, რომ ტრავმის გამო წააგო, მაშინ შიშოფრო არაფერი არ უსწავლია იმ მატჩიდან. და აქედან გამომდინარე არ ველოდები, რომ დიდად რაღაც გაძლიერებული იქნება. თუ მართლა გულით ეგრე ფიქრობს. მაგრამ მე მაინც ვფიქრობ, რომ სინამდვილეში არ ფიქრობს ეგრე და იცის, რომ მაგ მატჩში შანსი არ ჰქონდა. და ეხლა უბრალოდ მცდილობს, რომ თავის რაღაცაში დაარწმუნოს, მეც რაღაც ფსიქოლოგიური ზემოქმედება მოახდინოს ალბათ.
I don't really think that he thinks that because of the injury, only injury was the reason he lost. If he really thinks that, this just means that he learned nothing, and in that case, this second match, he wouldn't have any chance. Deep in my heart, I think that he doesn't believe that. He's just trying to hype up the match and bring himself confidence. So I think he knows that he didn't have a chance that day.
Yeah, one more question. Levan said that he was not well prepared for Hermes match. Am I correct? He just said this like 30 minutes ago or something?
სწორად გავიგე, რომ ერმესისთვის არ იყავი ბოლომდე მზად. Yes, correct.
If Levan loses, will he say something similar about this match? Or he will just say that he was at his best and that he lost, he didn't have any injury or anything? Don't get me wrong, Levan. It is my job to, yeah.
არასწორად არ გამიგო, რაღაცნაირად რომ მოხდეს და ახლა წააგო, შეიძლება რომ იგივე ითქვასო, რომ ბოლომდე არ იყავი მზად, თუ შეგიძლია თქვა, რომ ახლა ბოლომდე ხარ მომზადებული?
არა, ახლა ბოლომდე ვარ მომზადებული. ანუ ძალიან განსხვავებული სიტუაციაა, იმიტომ რომ ემოსისთვის რომ ემზადებოდი, მართლა სერიოზული პრობლემები მქონდა. ჯანმრთელობასთან ბოლო 192 კილო ვიყავი და წონას ვერ ვიკლებდი და იყო რაღაც ცეთი რაღაცები, რასაც ვერც ვამბობდი. ხო და ახლა ძალიან კარგად ვუსვამ თავს, ძალიან ჯანმრთელად 175 კილო ვარ. რა ვიცი, არ მაქვს არანაირი პრობლემა. ეს მაჯაზეც, რა ვიცი, ხალხი უფრო ფიქრობს ვიდრე მე, იმიტომ რომ მე, რა ვიცი, მაჯა მოვამზადე ისე, როგორც ადრე, არანაირი პრობლემა არ მაქვს. და დარწმუნებული ვარ, რომ გავიმარჯვებ რა.
No, this time is very different. I'm fully prepared. That time I had health issues and I just didn't have time to overcome those. Now I'm fully prepared. I'm feeling great. this preparation I'm very happy with. I think that overall the fans are thinking more about my wrist than I am, because I'm feeling really good about it. I've been training it well, and I'm fully prepared.
Training it.
Devon, we got a message for you from Proven Astrology. Can you share any of your thoughts on how you feel Levan's training camp has gone and what you've taken away from the public footage that's been shared?
It's my belief that the first thing is Levan's training camp started late. It's my belief that a lot of athletes, when they get injured, they continue to work. A lot of athletes, when they get injured, they will work their deficiencies. They will work other areas. They will continue. The first thing I believe is Levan did not do that. I believe he took a long rest, which can be good, but not as good as continuing to grind. You want to continue to grind if you want to take the best steps forward. The second thing I'll say about Levan's training camp is that he has been conservative. In my opinion, he has not taken risk. He has not walked the edge. He has not walked on the line. I think that he has been conservative throughout, not truly pushing or testing himself. And this is why I believe he is not bringing anything new to the table. I believe he has conservatively attempted to regain his health and his former shape, which he may or may not have been successful of. I don't think he is fully. I think he's close. This is my assessment. I think he's relatively stayed away from his wrist. I think he's focused mostly on his back pressure and his arm flexion. I think this has been the primary drive of his training. And I think that his wrist training, in my opinion, from what I assess, has been limited. And I have not seen an excessive amount of table time. So you're not, Levan. You're not. You are. You're a really strong guy, but you're not any stronger. You're not. Levan, that's your left arm. That's your left. There we go.
He doesn't show your right arm because it's too big. He doesn't count as big.
I think it's smaller. Is your right? Your right is big. Your right is smaller than your left.
Oh my
right
God.
Arm is smaller than your left, isn't it?
No. Oh my God.
It looks smaller.
Isn't it more defined
Oh my
now
God.
because you lost weight?
It looks smaller. Your left is bigger. Your left arm is bigger than your right.
No.
Yeah, hold him up again. Hold him up.
It's centimeters.
The right one is 1 centimeter.
Levan, can you put your elbows together? Oh.
Not a lot in it. They look pretty similar, to be honest.
And that's why Hermes could press you. That's why when Hermes came forward with his shoulder, you were screwed.
So let's knock over some more of these super chats, guys. Please hold off sending any more for the moment, guys, in the chat, because we're way behind here. Karaoke Vic with a super chat. But at the beginning of the second round of the first match, Devon started early and gave his all, but he couldn't even budge Levan off center. How does he think he's getting enough to win this time? Question for you, Dev.
He's saying that I couldn't move Levan off center round one.
Yeah.
Round two, he's saying.
Round two. Start of round two.
Yeah, look at Levan's really strong. Levan's really strong. Look at, there's a lot of arm wrestling that goes on the B side of the table, which, I mean, whoever wrote that has to understand that when you are the weaker man on the arm wrestling table, you're playing like gambits and you're playing B-side arm wrestling. Okay? The thought that you can bang a stronger man onto the offensive side of the table is a ludicrous plan, and it's just going to get you into trouble. So when you are arm wrestling a larger, stronger human being, be ready to do all your work on the B side of the table. Set up traps. So yeah, don't I mean, look, if you ever see me bringing Levan on the A side of the table, it's completely done. It's completely over. If you even see it in the middle, it's completely over. My chances for victory are probably on the B side.
I think that Devon, when you are like this at the center, when your arm comes to this here, it is already pinned. But I think what you did was you bring your shoulder here, so your stretch would be above the pad. You understand? Like here, look at the same angle. But the thing is that your bicep was torn, and then your arm open all the way. This is yeah. But there is one thing, Devon. There is one thing. Levan told me that before his match with you, he had some movie shooting. Where was it? In Czech Republic, Prague?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and he said that at that time, how long time did you have chance to train in Georgia?
In Georgia, I trained last 2 months.
Yeah. So he basically says that he only trained 2 months before he pulled you. But
And
he
when
said
I
that he
come-
trained in Prague, but not so good.
Yes, and when I come in Dubai, I very sick, and I'm not in my
Levan,
100%.
you weighed 130 more pounds than me. Just freaking relax, okay? Like it's
He said
okay.
it's
Okay to have a little bit of a sniffle. It's okay. You don't need to. It's all right that you had the sniffles in the morning.
The weight is your last resort. Don't cry about it.
I'm just saying, you're going on about how you didn't have enough time to train and how you were a little bit sick in the morning. Well, I'll just tell you, I mean, you sound funny. Every time you start to complain about stuff, I have to remind you that you're 150 pounds heavier than me. And
Then
still
just-
going to beat you. Still
Then
going to
just
beat
put
you.
your belt and go to the below weight category.
That's easy. I can do that any single day. 105, 115. I feel like I already have those belts. I can pull it 105 and 115 any single day. I don't think there's a human being on the planet who's going to stop me. I'm coming up to you because it's a little bit more fun to hunt for rhinos and to hunt for elephants and hippopotamus. Okay, it's easy. Who's going to beat me at my weight? It's going to be hard.
So we've got a super chat from White Wolf, guys. What's up, lads? Are oxygen tanks banned at East versus West? This could be a significant factor. Devon, after you beat Levan, will you do an arm shock match at Arm Gods? That's from White Wolf. White Wolf, hope you're well, mate.
No, not playing Arm Gods. Look, I'm going to tell you guys something. There is one league. There is one league on the planet right now, and it's East versus West. Don't even think that you are a champion. If you associate the world champion with yourself and you didn't get it at East versus West or King of the Table, you're fooling yourself. Every single champion is in this league, okay? I don't want to go to anyone else in a fight, okay? Okay? This is the unifying force in the arm wrestling world right now, and it's my honor and pleasure to defend and fight in this league.
And I want to ask something before that, Neil. Sorry, Levan, this guy, you went to US. I think he was in Florida. He bought you ice cream. You guys were, and you were supporting him against Dennis and that. And then we thought that everything is so warm after that 400-pound pussy thing. You know, you guys made peace and everything is fine. And now he just made a video a few days ago. Now he's also saying things like this. Does it make you like, okay, I was gonna be nice to you, Devon, but now I'm gonna rip your arm again, you know, because you deserve it. It looks like you didn't take enough lesson from last time. Does it make you that kind of feeling? I'm not saying you will win or you lose, but I know in your mind you're gonna win. But does it make you like this guy needs another lesson?
აქამდე მეგობრულად იყავითო თითქოს ერთ პერიოდიო რომ შერიგდით და ამერიკაში ერთად ნაყინს ყიდულობდითო. ახლა როგორ ფიქრობ, ისევ მეგობრულად ხარო თუ აი ისევ ხელის მოგლეჯა გინდა და ჭკუის სწავლება მისთვის? ვიცი რომ მოგებას აპირებო, მაგრამ ახლა აგრესიით და ხელის მოგლეჯით მიდიხარო?
არა, ხეს მოგდეთ არ მიდივარ, ალბათ ჩავალ და მოვუღებ. ანუ არ ფიქრობ, რომ ხელის მოგლეჯა საჭირო არის. ანუ ფიქრობ, რომ საერთოდ წინააღმდეგობასაც ვერ განიწევს სავარაუდოდ რა. ნუ მე არანაირი აგრესია არ მაქვს უკვე მაგის ლაპარაკზეც უკვე რეაქციაც არ მაქვს საერთოდ რაღაც არ ვიღებ სერიოზულად მე დევონი ძალიან მიყვარს
I'm not going to rip his arm off. I'm going there to beat him fair and square. I don't have any aggression. I love Devon.
Nah, I mean, in my opinion, whenever he questions your victory against Hermes, I kind of feel that you start playing with your beard, you know, you kind of get a little bit nervous. I know.
რა იცი ადამიანს როცა მოუგედა თავის მატჩზე ვერაფერს ვერ გეუბნება და მიდის ვიღაცის სხვა მატჩზე რომ იქ შენ ხელი გაგიჩერდა და მიგაწვა და ცოტათი ხელი გაგიხსნა და აი რაღაცა პატარას ეძებს რომ იმას გამოეკიდოს რა ვიცი ეგ ნერვები კი არ მეშლება უბრალოდ მეწოდება რა ეგეთი კაცი რა ვქნა მოწოდოა იმიტომ რომ რაღაცას ეძებს რომ რაღაცა იპოვოს რომ იმის იმედი ქონდეს თუ რა არ ვიცი რა
Yeah, when he has nothing to say from his previous match because he got defeated and he has to nitpick in some other matches and clutch at the straws and go to some other people and how I fought with them, I'm not annoyed. This is just pathetic.
Yeah, but I will tell you something. Does he think that Devon beat Hermes easier than Levan beat Hermes?
როგორ ფიქრობ, Devon-მა უფრო ადვილად დაამარცხა Hermes-ი, ვიდრე შენ დაამარცხე Hermes-ი?
მე Hermes-ი ფსიქოლოგიურად არ გამინადგურებია, მაგას ფსიქოლოგიურად გაანადგურა და უფრო ადვილად მოუგო.
I didn't beat Hermes psychologically, but in his case, he added the psychological defeat, and it was easier. Yes.
Yeah, but what I know that next day, okay, the match of that night, I and 4 or 5 people, they would just held us and did defense to us, like many guys, Brett Grundy, me, Prudnik, many guys. He pulled with us like till like 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. And then next day, what I heard, what also Hermes told me, Hermes found him and wanted to pull again. I don't know who else was there, and they pulled.
Auden was there.
Who?
Auden was there.
Levan was there?
No, Auden.
Oh, Auden was there. Okay. But what Hermes told me,
Leonidas was there.
Yeah, what Hermes told me was that when they start square, he again lost him. Like there was no competition psychology, even though he pulled with us like 20 times in the night before, after the match. Hermes, when they start straight, he still couldn't beat him. So does he really believe that it was only about psychology? You know, because why would he also have the same psychology? Next day go to him, no competition, no mind tricks, no referee. They just start like this, and Devon won again. So like, does he, like after the match, Hermes told me, basically, I'm gonna share Engin how to train the riser, how to train the wrist and everything. If he was thinking that it was all about the psychologically thing, you know, or referee or this, he would not really focus here and then improve here 15-20% before the Larratt match. Do you think that maybe Levan is underestimating certain things? I respect his opinion, just asking.
No, I just have to clarify. He said that psychological factor was additional factor, not the only one. But of course, I will translate and clarify.
ანუ კი მიხდი რაც თქვა და თუ გახსოვთ ხო მაგ მატჩის წინ მე რას ვიძახდი მაგ მატჩს ანუ რა პროგნოზს ვაკეთებდით ხო თუ გახსოვთ ხო მაშინ გეხსოვებათ რომ ვიძახდი რომ დევონი Hermes მატჩს მოუტეხავ და ზუსტად ეგრეც მოხდა.
Yeah, and that was what I predicted before that match. I said that Devon would take Hermes's wrist, and that was my prediction, if you remember. So that's how I saw the match too.
But he still thinks that Devon cannot stop him, right?
Him who?
I mean, Levan. Even though Devon was able to do that to Hermes, Levan still honestly thinks that Devon cannot stop Levan.
ანუ გულისხმობაში მართლა ფიქრობ, რომ რახან ერმეს ეგრე მოუგო, შენ ვერც კი გაგაჩერებსო. ეგრე ფიქრობო?
მე ერმესი არა.
Yeah, definitely I'm not Hermes.
Sorry, Neil.
Okay, mate. Just want to make sure we catch up on the super chats. We're quite a bit behind this, and I want to get them in there. Top roll is for the smart for the super chat. He's put, how come Devon beat Hermes and Hermes gives so much trouble for Levan? How is Levan so confident that Devon will be no problem for him? We can all agree that Devon has superior hand versus Hermes.
It's the same question over and over, right? The same question. Everybody is kind of wondering the same thing.
In fact, it's simple answer.
Maybe it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. So Rachel Barnart's come in with a little bit of support for Devon, but Devon is the best and definitely the funniest. We got Emeroids Asperini with a super chat. Devon, are you done with the strength phase?
Yeah, I'm in the sleeping phase. All I do now is just laying around. Actually, I still do a little bit of work, just a little bit of work here and there, but I've done. The thing is, I didn't start my training program late. I'm right on schedule. So,
yeah. Spike Mullins just came in with a super chat there. Spike, let's have a look what he's got. Oh, sorry, I've missed a couple more. Spike, bear with me, mate. I'll get that in 1 second. They're firing through at such a rate of knots. So he's put, let's go, Dev. Break this mofo this time. All love, Neil and Engin making greatness. Thank you for your super chat, Spike. Appreciate it, mate. Let's make sure we knock over these other ones too. Who's next for Devon, regardless of this result? I mean, if you...
as an organizer, we don't have it because Devon says that he doesn't want to talk even about possible open. He says one at a time. He said only Levan, there is nothing. But after that, he said, Engin, we can talk after Levan match. He said this. What am I correct, Devon?
Yeah, for sure. Look at the obvious possibilities are going reclaim more belts, 115, 105, rematch,
95,
85. You know,
I can
answer.
ჩემთან მატჩის მერე დევონი დაბრუნდება 15 კილოში და დიდი ხანი იქნება 15 კილოში.
After this match, he will go to 115 and he will remain there for a long time.
Levan, you can have 2 belts also. You can be the super heavyweight champion of the men's and women's division. It can be you and Barbora next.
ეს დაუძახეთ მან სახში იმას რო ტაბლეტი მიცემ.
Yeah. I think it's time for your appeal now.
So Trip World 30303, thanks for your super chat, mates. But we've never seen Devon's shoulder press except Dave Chafee. Is Devon strong enough, as Hermes was, to hold Levan with shoulder press, or have you got another plan?
He finished Hermes with shoulder press.
Yeah, I can shoulder press. I shoulder press anytime I need to right now. And maybe even just for fun. I'm telling you what, watch out. Just watch out. Match stops. Watch out. Match stops. And I'll tell you, depending on what round we're in and how far along we are, just watch out. Watch out. I'll tell you, I am not one thing. I'm not one thing. You'll see it.
So Jax Tupfler has come in and said, or Tupfer, excuse me for murdering the name there. You can slap me when you see me. Dev, first match, did your hand really get pinned?
It's close. It's definitely close. You'd have to have like a very good camera with a very good angle to verify that. I think it's pretty close. There's certainly a stop there. Where it was exactly, I don't know that the camera is in the right place to fully assess. But I'll tell you, it's going to stop higher this time. It's going to stop higher. I think it's great that Levan is so confident. I think it's very good. It's good for me. I'm glad Levan thinks he'll be 4 easy. It's good. Levan, how are you doing? You okay, buddy? You okay?
Mhm.
Not gonna fall asleep.
Very,
You need to go to bed.
very tired.
Super late over there. So we're only going to go
Yes.
for 5 minutes or so, guys. Please don't send any more super chats.
დღეს ჩემი მეგობარი, ჩემი ძმაკაცი გახდა დრიფტში საქართველოს ჩემპიონი და მთელი დღე ვიყავი ავტოდრომზე და აქედან მინდა მეულოცო ირაკლი შალიკაშვილს გამარჯვება.
Today my friend became a drift champion of Georgia. And today I was there on the competition, so I want to congratulate my friend Irakli Shalikashvili with his victory.
Brilliant. Congratulations, Irakli. Amazing result there. Group champion.
Yeah, I want to ask one more question to Levan. Levan, I don't want to get on your nerves, but I need to ask. This guy injured his bicep. In fact, you injured his bicep. But he pulled all 6 rounds. I'm not saying that if you get injured, you will continue, because I think that if you are injured, and you're losing, I don't think that, but Devon is a little bit psychopath, but I don't expect you to be the same way. But if you lose, will you continue all 6 rounds? If you are just losing.
You mean if he was to lose a pin?
Yeah. I mean, if you lose, if Devon is winning, will you continue?
I not lose.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Levan, for homework, you should watch Muhammad Ali versus Foreman. You should watch that match.
Was it Zaire, 1974?
You should watch that match if you haven't watched it recently.
Rumble in the jungle.
You should just watch it one time.
This
This is me trying to help you. This is me trying to be a good person for you.
And which one are you?
You know the answer.
The one that with good endurance, better endurance. He is saying that you are George Foreman with the heavy puncher.
I'm George Foreman.
Puncher, and then he will be, defending, stopping you, tiring you, and then round 8, he is knocking you out. This is what he's saying.
You should watch the match.
Muhammad Ali.
You're not Muhammad Ali.
No, but you should still watch the match.
No, ubralt qurებას გირჩევ. Yeah, I've seen it, but you're not Ali.
You're definitely not Ali.
So, Jepo Gled Marcos. Dear friends, thank you very much for this wonderful chat. Greetings to all, and especially to Devon. He's truly an inspiration. I wish everyone all the best. Thank you, brother. Much appreciate that. Let's carry on knocking some of these over. Top roll is for the smart. Thank you, mate. Devon is nearly 50, and he's 10 times more active than Levan. How does that stack up? How does that count? We did actually have an answer from Levan on a very similar point there, just making sure that he is able to train correctly with a lot of other stuff going on. Jake Ransom, straight back to your hyperbaric chambers after this fix, guys. We want you both rested and breathing fire come match day. Sounds like both guys are in top shape, mate. So I think you're going to get your wish there. Sounds like both guys are ready this time. Alan B, question for everyone as a group. Is it scary being in the presence of the most feared arm wrestler to ever live? I'm, of course, talking about Enigma of Rage, Engin Terzi. Yeah, we saw his teeth earlier tonight, mate. He was on fire. Got pissed off with somebody in the chat.
I'm not fixable, I just watch the thing, and then when people start disrespect, I'm like, what the hell, I mean, what I should just ignore, yeah. Hey, Devon, you said after this match you're gonna go 115, 105, and I joke, I said 95, and you continue 85, but I realized that you didn't say 75. Are you scared of Mindaugas Tarasitis?
That would only make sense. 75 is made. I mean, nobody wants to go up against Mindaugas at 75. No, that's probably the limit right there. But
okay, I have a question. What are you guys? You both are coming on Sunday with families. Levan with his wife. You come with your wife and Aaron. And I was thinking to take you guys to Cappadocia and wear those balloons, you know, in the air.
oh,
Do you
that's
like do you like the height, Levan? Levan is gonna say, I told you already. No, in Georgia.
No.
Levon, let's go
Tonike.
let's go skydiving, and we'll play the last to pull.
Tonike.
We'll play
What?
the last to pull skydiving.
Toko.
We jump out, hold on. Whoever pulls last is the loser.
გადმოხდეთ აერში გადავწიოთ.
Toko, უთხარი რომ მე მაიკ ტაისონი ვარ.
Hmm.
შენ ხარ პეტერ მაკნელი თქვა. მაგ-ჩობს უყურეთ ხოლმე.
Yeah, he just said that, yeah, first of all, he's not going into the balloon, but he also said that you should watch Tyson versus McNally, and there I am the Tyson.
Okay, I have one more. I got a follow-up question for you, Levon, when it comes to the heights thing. Are you scared of heights because there's less oxygen at altitude? Is that what scares you?
არა, იმიტომ არ მინდა დაждდომა, რომ დაახლოებით ერთი თვის წინ საქართველოში ტრაგედია მოხდა მაგ ბალონით დაიხოცა ხალხი და არა მაქვს ნამდვილად სურვილი მან დაждდომის.
No, I'm not going into a balloon. There was some accident that happened in Georgia lately, and I don't trust them.
What if we bring parachutes with us?
Parachutები წამოვიღოთ. Dadobs.
შენ ადით ხო და მე დაბლიდან დაგიქნევ ხელს.
Yeah, you go there and I can wave at you from the ground.
So RNG with a super chat. Devon is too massive this time. Best of luck on your inevitable win. Devon, love from the UK. Thanks, RNG. So, proving astrology. I heard the word on the main streets of West Lynn, Oregon, is that Levan is planning to move to Turkey. Levan, do you have any response to Chael's video?
რაღაც ჭორები დადისო, ლევანი თურქეთში გადავაო და მართალია?
თურქეთში რატო? გადავა როგორ?
ანუ იქით გადავა საცხოვრებლად. არ ვიცი.
არა. სტუმრად კი ის საცხოვრებლად არ ამოვიდა. არა.
No, I'm not moving, just as a guest.
So, Emeroids Asperini, watching round 3 of Levan versus Hermes, Levan was in trouble, in his opinion. What do you think about that, Levan?
ვიღაც ფანმა დაწერა, ერმესთან მესამე რაუნდში გასაჭირში იყო ლევანი, მეც ასე ეგრევე.
მომიგო ერმესმა, მომიგო, მე არ მომიგია, всё, დავამთავრეთ, მაგრამ
He probably said that Hermes was better, right? This was
Yeah, Hermes has won. There's just no point in this conversation. Hermes has won.
Finally we get there.
Devon's going to destroy Levan just like Uncle John destroyed Beerman in the tag match. Big Grove Goats, thanks for your super chat. Dev, were you surprised that Chael called? I've been talking to Chael for 2 years about arm wrestling. I'm trying to set him up to do some pulling with John in Arizona. I'm sorry he said Levan was a Turk.
Yes, it was a nice surprise that Chael and actually his team reached out. Yeah, great bunch of guys, super funny. I think that, I mean, we belong definitely in the fight community, and I'm glad that they're showing some appreciation of us. It's great. Yeah, and Chael is a great guy to get in with. He's a great guy. So yeah.
Very funny dude as well.
Really happy about it.
David Tums, come in there, mate. Thank you for your super chats. But this is the most anticipated match in the history of arm wrestling. Certainly is a massive one, mate. And we're closing in thick and fast now. YF with a super chat. Devon, if you actually believed that you could have beaten Levan the first time around, why did you say that you did not want a rematch immediately after your loss?
Because I had a torn bicep. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yay, Ryan Sippert. When, not if, Devon gets the stop and cracks Levan's wrist, Is he ready to stop Levan if he goes for the press? Also, I will 100% be in Orlando at East versus West. Thank you, Ryan. So are you ready if you do crack his wrist? Are you ready for the press defense, Dev?
Yeah, I mean, I've been training it. Ever since I pulled Gennady, I have put a ton of emphasis into press and counter press defenses. Like with my right arm, I am super comfortable with inside, side, coming forward, shoulder coming forward. I am really comfortable with it. Really comfortable. I can bring my shoulder forward. So yeah, I welcome that. I think it's going to first be about hand, and then it'll be about shoulder. I think first we go hand, then we go shoulder. We'll see. I mean, maybe we switch it up, but
yeah. Neil, 1 second. Levan, you know, there is no doubt that in your mind you are the number one, and many people agrees with you. But you were injured, and Devon is number one, and now we will find who is number one, actual number one. Does Devon deserve his rank in your absence? Or do you think that there is anyone better than him?
ფიქრობ თუ არა რომ დევანი იმსახურებს ამ ტიტულს შენარყოფნაში თუ არის ვინმე უკეთესი?
ნუ იმის გათვალისწინებით რომ გენადი მოუგო, ვფიქრობ რომ გენადისთან გასარკვევი აქვს, ანუ ჩემ თვალში ასე ვთქვათ, გენადისთან წააგო, ჩვენ აღარ შეხვედრიან და ნომერ პირველად არის გამოცხადებული. ნუ შეიძლება რაღაცა შეხვედრებით რო იქ ერმეს გენადიზე აქ მოგებული და ამან ერმეს მოუგო და რაღაც მაგათვლებით შეიძლება ვიფიქროთ, ხო, მაგრამ ნუ ფაქტი ის არის, რომ სულ ახლა ხალხს მოუგო გენადი მას რომ არც აქვს მაგას მნიშვნელობა რა ჩავალ და მოუგე თავი ხა.
Considering that Gennady won and not too long ago, I think that rematch would be something that has to happen sooner or later. Yeah, we might have some arithmetics like because of Hermes and him beating Hermes and so on, but there are still unanswered questions. But that doesn't matter. I will still beat him anyways, and I don't see the point of discussing and talking this much about that.
Ladies and gents, we are going to wrap it up there. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's taken the time to tune in tonight to The Fix. Please hit that like button. Please give us a sub while you're here. We're less than 2 weeks away from East versus West 12. Engin, massive match, massive card, mate. Closing in very, very quickly now. You must be super excited.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous so that I wouldn't make any mistake. Everything goes smoothly. But I really that this is biggest thing I have ever seen. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about this match, the biggest thing that I have ever seen in my entire life. So it is too heavy to handle for anyone. The greatness of this match is even heavy for me. So I will try to handle as good as possible. But these two athletes are just the limits of the human capacity so far in 2024. There is nothing that is bigger than this. There is nothing higher than this. There is nothing heavier than this. So these are really special human beings. Levan is, in my opinion, the strongest arm wrestler he has ever lived, while Devon, with his knowledge, experience, and extraordinary capabilities, and recently with such a health after all those stem cell therapy, I'm curious. If you ask my honest opinion, I say that Edge is with Levan, but I can't say that Devon cannot stop Levan. I don't know if it is going to be possible or not, but if you are asking if there is such possibility, in my opinion, yes, there is such possibility. The thing is, the same thing Michael Todd said the other day, he was my guest. He said, once Devon stops, the whole rounds finish. Whenever he stops, doesn't matter, the rest of the rounds will be in the victory of Devon. I know Levan doesn't think. Levan told me that even the match stops, he will still beat Devon. But we will see. But Levan told me that the last round he's gonna just hold him and talk with him and then pin him. I don't know. If I talk with Devon,
რამდენი წამი უნდა გაჩერდეს რომ ჩაითვალოს რომ მატჩი ანუ გაჩერდა, იმიტომ რომ ბოლო მატჩზე იქ მახსოვს რომ უჩერებდი ხეს და ისე უგებდა. აი რამდენი წამი უნდა გაუჩერო რომ თქვა რომ გაჩერდა და მე მოუგო რომ მაინც ვიცოდე.
How many seconds exactly should I hold him so that it can be assumed as it went for a long time and I still won? Because as you remember in the first match, I held him for a while and still won. So just tell me
but do you know what Michael Todd said? To be fair, Michael Todd said that with any stop, that Levan's wrist is like Levan is stopped because of his wrist. He said that not when he has the cup, not when he has the control, that when you wanted to stop, you stop because not that he stopped you, but you held him. He's talking about if Devon stops you, not if you stop. You understand the difference?
Michael Todd თქვა თუ დევონმა გააჩერა ისე რომ თან მაჯაც ოდნავ წაიღში. აი
მაგაჩერა ეხა ადეთქო დევონ შეხედეთ როგორ შეიძლება რომ მაგათ ადამიანმა მე გამაჩეროს.
Now look at Devon. That person cannot stop me.
That person cannot stop you. Okay. Look at. Do you realize that it is very late in Tbilisi, and we thought that Levan is sleepy, and then he wants to go to bed, and then we are finishing, and then he suddenly says, "How many seconds should I hold him?" And now he says, and then now he says, "Look at Devon, you know, like he cannot stop me. Look at him, you know." So he just started provocation when we are ending, but it was a golden shot. Go ahead, Devon.
Levan, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. You're so big. You're so strong. You are the greatest. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
There's no chance for me to beat you.
You take your pill and my phone is at 2% now.
You have no weakness perceivable by anyone. You are basically a god on the arm wrestling table, Levan. Basically untouchable. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing from me. You don't have to worry about me. You could probably just show up and beat me. You have nothing to worry about. Right?
Finish.
Are you done?
Oh, I was done a long time ago. Yeah. No, this is like my fourth win. No.
აი წავედი მე იმიტომ რომ 2%-ზე დაჭდება ტელეფონი მე არ თქვა რომ გაიქცეო ლაივიდან და
Yeah, I have to go now and the phone is dying.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a massive thank you to Levan Saganashvili, to Devon Larratt, to Engin Terzi, to Rolly Ray Lipinge, to Tournica for doing a great job tonight with the translation. Please get over and subscribe to these guys' channels. They're all active on social media. Devon Larratt's channel, Levan Saganashvili.
წინასწარ მინდა რომ დევნის ფანებს ბოდი შემოუხადო მათი კუმერის განადგურებისთვის.
Yeah. I'm sorry to Devon fans just ahead of time.
For what?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For destroying their idol.
I'm sorry, Levan, that you didn't have an original idea. I'm sorry that I had to give you that one too. I'm sorry.
Sata შორის ეს გიტარა მომწონს თუ გავიდებს და არის მაგრამ
I'm probably the most sorry, Levan. I'm sorry. It was like that.
უკრავს იმ გიტარას.
I'm sorry.
I also like your guitar back there. Do you play?
Yes. Just like I sometimes play the guitar.
Guys, we're going to wrap it there. We're going to allow these guys to get some sleep. Levan, middle of the night over there. Thank you very much for coming on. Remember, give us a like, give us a sub, give us a share. We will be back with the fix next week. We're under 2 weeks from arguably the biggest match in the history of the sport, ladies and gents. Please support East versus West Arm Wrestling, the 20th of April. One of the most incredible cards you have ever seen, topped by this match. No Limits Devon Larratt will defend the East versus West Super Heavyweight Championship of the world against Levan Saganashvili.
Neil, I want to apologize quickly to everyone in the chat for talking too much on this.
For being such a noisy mother.
I apologize everyone for being too much.
Hey, we love you, Rolly Ray.
What a good dude.
Without you, mate. Wouldn't be the same without you. We just had a super chat pop up from Bubbles. Any knowledge that Kyriakos Grizzly is getting into arm wrestling, that will be the same for the sport. Good luck to both athletes. Mate, I haven't heard that at all. But no more super chats, guys. We're going to wrap it there. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, checking out the show. And we'll see you here next week on The Fix, Sunday night, as always. Take it easy, peeps. There we go, guys.